2020 has been no bueno for everybody in the world. It's just been so crazy. And it's like the fact that I was diagnosed with like cancer, it's just too much.
So I got my results back, and I do have cancer. I have womb cancer. And so it's uterine cancer.
So I explained to them I did move to Oklahoma in October. I have not gotten a doctor yet. I did not make that a priority for myself. And I should have. I understand that. Do I want to tell you guys about this? Like, I'm embarrassed and I'm ashamed, but it's also like there are things that your body does that you are not in control over. And I know a lot of people are like, this happened to you because of your weight. This is your weight's fault. This is your weight's fault. Not everything is because of my size and because of my weight.
The reason why I'm really scared is because of my weight, which is also my fault. So it's just...
Instead of assuming that whatever I'm going through is because of my size, let's like figure out what the issue is first, and then we can figure that out.
She knew her weight played a major role in the diagnosis, but for some reason it's supposed to be different 4 years later. So I said we take a look at her weight over the last 4 years since she shared that diagnosis. In a video that Amber uploaded on June 24th of 2020, she was 488.4 pounds. In a video Amber uploaded on the 17th of last month, she was 489 pounds.
489.0 pounds.
489.0.
So in the last 4 years, since Amberlynn has shared that diagnosis, she's pretty much maintained being close to 500 pounds. Not only is there a chance that a lot of viewers won't find their sympathy bone, when it comes to Amberlynn specifically, I threw mine in the wood chipper.
Least favorite, super easy, Charlie Gold. And if I have to explain why, then I just ain't got the time.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, my name is Charlie. Please consider subbing before you exit this video, or simply like or comment, because the algorithm is not my friend right now. So, hi? Okay. I don't want to make this awkward. I was originally going to come back with something completely different, but then Amberlynn uploaded, annoyed me a bit, and then I decided just get back to being consistent before introducing anything new to my platform, and I'm okay with that. So, I'm back. I know there's a lot that's happened over the last few months.
Well, it's over. Yeah, what the fuck? Thank you so much. Oh, he just messaged me that. Good, you deserve it. You deserve everything. You deserve more than that. Oh, he's mad that I'm outing him. I'm never, ever, ever, fuck men. I'm done. I'm never, ever. Oh, Kuwait arc is over. Like, people were right about you. That's the other worst part. Fuck this, man.
Sadly, that looks and sounds very familiar.
No. I'm actually like really disgusted. I'm disgusted. Like, do I have no self-respect? I don't have any self-respect. I just feel so like alone. Because I don't feel like the love I need. You know?
During an oversharing breakdown, Chantal's car is what Trisha Paytas' kitchen floor was to her.
You don't even care that I'm hurt. You just care about your fucking reputation. One that you ruined. You ruined, just like Nattered, blaming me for ruining. He wasn't completely honest with you. He talked to her for a long time and invited her to stay. Really? You fucking piece of shit. You're not a man. You're a miskeen. You're a boy. You're a boy. You know why? Because boys treat women that way, not men. If there's any fucking men in this world.
Oof. So much didn't age well for Chantelle.
Stay mad, because I have a hot man who loves me and is going to stay with me forever and take care of me. Stay mad. That's what it all comes down to. None of you have a man, hot man, and you're all jealous. He asked her to fly to Kuwait before you got back. Are you fucking serious? Oh, nice. Yeah, whatever. You disgust me. You're a disgusting human. You're a fucking idiot. Oh my god, you're an idiot.
But that's not why we're gathered here today. Amber has been hinting about some sort of health scare throughout her videos, while claiming she doesn't want to talk about it and she doesn't want viewers speculating.
So I haven't said this in a hot minute, but I have a doctor's appointment today. So let's go do that.
It's been a hot minute because Amber hasn't taken the time or put in the effort to find herself a doctor in the 8 months she's been in Oklahoma. 8 months.
So sorry if my eyes look a little swollen. I did get home and cry because of that appointment I went to. And I know I'm gonna get a lot of questions of like, what was it for? Da, da, da.
Well, yeah, this video is being uploaded to a public platform, so naturally viewers are going to comment and have questions.
I already know that, and that's why I'm only coming on here now to say like, I personally am not ready to talk about it.
Then don't mention it. Don't upload it and don't make it public.
I have in the past talked about my medical, like just willy-nilly, just right as it happens. Like literally the day that I found out that I had uterine cancer, it wasn't even an hour later when I filmed the video saying that I had it. I'm just not that person anymore.
Even though it was just an hour later, that video seemed a lot more genuine than the current one. A lot less calculated. And even though she was pretty much hyperventilating back when she shared her diagnosis in 2020, it didn't feel like a mockery the way it does today.
I'm only saying because I see the comments now. I see what people are going to be saying now.
She can see the comments because that's what she's hoping for. To cry victim and then of course sprinkle in a little bit of a lecture.
I currently don't have the answers to everything and I don't want people speculating.
Yes, she does. Or else this wouldn't be online prior to her having some real answers. The speculation is what she's hoping for because the speculation is going to drive engagement. Because let's not forget, Amberlynn's comment section is not like Chantel's. It's a free-for-all.
And that gets me scared and freaked out. It's just like a lot. I don't even know if I should have mentioned that I even went to the doctor at all.
It's 2024 and Amberlynn still tries to play dumb to some of the same viewers who've been watching her for years. She needs a new playbook. It's the same playbook that has her building anticipation around potentially serious topics and then expecting viewers to care. For about a week, Amberlynn had doctor's appointments that made her emotional.
I actually have a doctor's appointment super early, so let's go do that. Okay, so I just got out of my doctor's appointment. I did cry a little in there and I itched my eyebrow and I messed up my makeup. It is what it is. I'll just fix it when I get home. I don't really care. So I do have an appointment today. I also have one tomorrow. Tomorrow's I'm actually like really nervous for. Tomorrow's appointment is more like on the serious side of things. Tomorrow's appointment has to do with the reason why I've been seeing doctors. And I know in my last video I said I was gonna tell you guys what it was about, but then I realized towards the end of the night I really just didn't want to like rehash it, and even as I stand here I don't really want to.
Then edit it out.
But I'm definitely wanting to speak about it. Obviously, I'm wanting to get it out. It's like heavy on my chest, heavy on my heart. I'm constantly thinking about it.
She has to build it up. She has to have enough viewers speculating in her comment section, on Twitter, and on forums. Because there's a formula to her announcements, or what she likes to call sharing her life with her audience.
And that's what I've done. I've been on YouTube for 10 years and I've told you guys everything, all of like my medical, this or that. So it's like, I want to go back to that. I want to go back to how I used to do things.
Because that brought in a lot more views. Think about it. Why wouldn't Amber just wait to have some clear answers and possibly a plan in place before sharing this information with a whole bunch of strangers online? She can't fully capitalize off of it that way. There needs to be hints, drawn out videos, and of course, posing for a very sad thumbnail. So, Amberlynn recently had blood in her pee, even though she's had a full hysterectomy, and she's scared.
I ended up getting a full hysterectomy, so I no longer have a menstrual cycle, so I don't bleed from down yonder. So if I ever notice blood from down yonder, something is wrong. So it was a little over 2 weeks ago, I went pee and I noticed there was blood in my pee. This is very hard for me to talk about. I have cried a lot about this whole thing because I am scared.
She was also scared back in 2020.
The reason why I'm really scared is because of my weight, which is also my fault. So, it's just...
See, that video back in 2020, Amber didn't seem calculated. It seemed like she had her raw emotions, hit record, and published whatever she recorded. She knew her weight played a major role in the diagnosis, but for some reason, it's supposed to be different 4 years later. So I say we take a look at her weight over the last 4 years since she shared that diagnosis. In a video that Amber uploaded on June 24th of 2020, she was 488.4 pounds. In a video Amber uploaded on the 17th of last month, she was 489 pounds.
489.0 pounds.
489.0.
So in the last 4 years, since Amberlynn has shared that diagnosis, she's pretty much maintained being close to 500 pounds. And hasn't bothered to maintain follow-up appointments since her move, 8 months ago. So now, due to her laziness and lack of self-care, she has an urgent health matter that needs addressing.
I immediately knew, okay, I need to go to a doctor. Let's get this tested. Let's get put on some antibiotics, get this figured out.
This is what I'm hearing.
Let's get the ball rolling so I can skate through this like other health issues. How much does it cost? I'll pay cash. Let's go.
That's what I heard.
So I called around to a couple doctors and one of them was like, we don't have an appointment open until next year. I was like, did I hear you wrong? Nope, didn't hear them wrong. Literally next year. With new patients, it's very different, which I don't understand like the concept. Like there's only certain spots open for like new patients versus like doctors who have seen the same patient over and over. I don't understand it. I'm not meant to.
Amber still doesn't understand because she used the ER as her primary care for years. There's actually work and patience that goes into finding a doctor or a team because that's probably what she needs.
Long story short, every doctor that I called, they were like, yeah, you can be seen in a couple months from now. Like there was none that was like urgent, and this felt urgent to me. I am a woman that has blood in her pee. Like that felt urgent to me.
And even after everything she mentioned,
after having uterine cancer and a full hysterectomy 4 years ago,
she still didn't find it urgent to find a doctor and simply show up. It's almost as if Amberlynn only seeks help when matters can no longer be ignored. Which tracks because she did choose to free bleed for about 2 years before doing something. And by doing something, what I mean is rushing to the ER a few hours after a steak hibachi mukbang for emergency surgery and then a cancer diagnosis a week later.
This is actually the video I filmed the night I went to the hospital. So after this video, it was probably, I want to say 4 to 5 hours later, I was on my way to the ER where I had horrible health scare, where I had emergency surgery, and where a week later I found out I have cancer. So it's kind of eerie to think that this is the last time I was on camera prior to all of that happening.
Now she's back at the place that probably feels like home and that can take her last minute urgent care.
since I wasn't able to make a doctor's appointment, I did go to immediate care. They took my urine sample and I had no bacteria in it. I have no UTI. It shows no signs of anything. So I explained to them, I did move to Oklahoma in October. I have not gotten a doctor yet.
And this is where Amberlynn solidified me not giving a fuck about this current health scare. I've mentioned it a few times through the years. Because of Amber's actions after her diagnosis, she'd be very shocked at the reception if she was to have another scare. Now here we are. Not only is there a chance that a lot of viewers won't find their sympathy bone, when it comes to Amberlynn specifically, I threw mine in the wood chipper. I felt nothing during that video. Even at the chance of her next upload being even worse news, I felt nothing. It is Amber's life to live or lose. I'm simply choosing to watch what she posts on her social media. as I've done all these years.
I did not make that a priority for myself, and I should have. I understand that.
She understands, but she doesn't care. She can show up to restaurants, food trucks, Target, TJ Maxx, but she can't find and show up to follow-up appointments? Okay.
I just kept going back and forth, like, do I want to tell you guys about this? Like, I'm embarrassed and I'm ashamed.
No, she's not.
But it's also like, there are things that your body does that you are not in control over. And I know a lot of people are like, this happened to you because of your weight. This is your weight's fault. This is your weight's fault. Not everything is because of my size and because of my weight.
Most, if not all, of her health issues and concerns are because of her size and weight.
It's hard to come on here and feel like a normal human because I get so much like, this is your fault. This is your fault. Sometimes it's just literally not my fault.
Whose fault is it then? Was an oncologist supposed to telepathically connect with her? We all know Beck got the blame a couple of years ago and that was corrected immediately. So who or what is at fault? I would like Amberlynn to break it down to me like I'm 10. Help me understand.
I have fully taken the responsibility of me getting uterine cancer to begin with. Like, that is completely my fault. I have had health professionals tell me, no, it isn't your fault. But it's like when you look at it and you figure out, you know, why did I get this? It is my fault. And I would have never gotten it if it wasn't for my size.
So if there's a chance it's cancer again, why wouldn't she expect the topic of her weight to take the forefront as it's always been? It would be part of the discussion. If Amber didn't think her weight played a primary role in this current health scare, why does it seem like she's rushing to get back on weight loss drugs?
What's the update on you going back on Ozempic? So I definitely do want to go back on something like that. So there is semaglutide, which I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that right, which you can get at med spas, which someone actually contacted me on Instagram and told me about it. Actually, one that's kind of near my city. I am interested in it. It's going to be cheaper than Ozempic. So I am going to call the med spa and I'm going to set up a consultation. So I actually just got back from the med spa and they did in fact take my lab work. Semaglutide, I'm just going to call it Ozempic because I found out that it is Ozempic. Then she wants me to be on that syringe for about 4 days and just let her know how I feel. So then we know if I should buy like a whole vial of it and continue on with the journey. So I'm really excited.
Mind you, the same weight loss drug that she stopped taking because she was losing weight too rapidly. I guess now she may need to lose weight rapidly and at any cost.
It's a pretty penny. It is a pretty freaking penny. Like, why does it have to be so expensive? I don't know. I'm sure there's a million reasons, but I'm just like, God.
Throughout Amber lecturing her viewers, she mentioned something that clearly shows she has little self-awareness.
Instead of assuming that whatever I'm going through is because of my size, let's like figure out what the issue is first and then we can figure that out.
Yes, go figure out what the issue is first, confirm weight has nothing to do with it, and then spill this ongoing health at every size monologue. Is it cancer? I'm sure Amber will be updating her viewers very soon, and as I film this, she's probably picking out a sad face with a horrible angle for her thumbnail to draw in more views. So we'll see. Either way, I'll be here for the ride no matter the outcome, because I definitely look at this very differently than I did 4 years ago. Especially since I damn sure won't be taking backlash from this corner of YouTube seriously, ever again. That's dead. Well, that's it for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be catching up on some other things soon. Let me just get comfortable again. Later, guys.
And I know it's a lot of mental because I know how to lose weight. I'm not dumb.
Whoa.
I get it. I'm fat. I know.
What the hell does she have merch for anyway? What the fuck do these friggin' reaction channels have merch for, some of them?